Hello guys, this is Tovar with Red Path Performance Group for one honest review in a very special location. We're Uxmal in the middle of the jungle in the southeast of Mexico. It's this hot when you sweat from your arms, you know it's really hot. So we've been in over 40 degrees Celsius most of the days, high humidity, and that brings the topic of today, which is jungle boots, right? So background, I want to find the best jungle boots because I've been in multi-day adventures that require fast drying, and that it has to be light, you have to be able to swim, and your footwear can make you or break you, right? So that's why I keep like kind of trying to find the best hot weather boot. So I thought that it would be the best way to try it would be some days in the jungle here in Mexico. We've gone caving, we've gone swimming in underground swimming holes, some running, some hiking, etc. So here it is, the other review. So these are the Salomon Jungle Ultra boots, right? So full disclosure, I'm a Salomon guy. I really love Salomon, which is why I'm very surprised that I waited this long to get Salomon's jungle boot. The full specs of the boot, of course, per usual, are in the website, so I'm just going to highlight the things that I really like and the things that I didn't like. So first of all, let's start with the sole, right? It has kind of like a Vietnam jungle era. I think it's called Panama, more or less. That Panama is the quote-unquote official name of it. So it's very similar to the Panama outsole that was made famous in the Vietnam era boots. It has a contra grip, which is Salomon's technology for anti-slipping. And one thing that I really like is, if you look close, if I bend the boot, right, it has grooves in it, right? And the idea is to generate more area of contact when you are stepping over wet rocks, and also to kind of, like every other groove in a boot, to kind of move away moisture and water. So that was pretty handy. In terms of the materials, it's suede leather. It says that it's water repellent, and it's really good. After swimming in them, once they're dry, water will start repelling off. So definitely they don't take a lot of water because it's constantly, repelling off the material. One of the things I really like that it's different from other boots is that this feels more like a hiking boot. It has the typical Salomon chassis. And it also has Sensi Fit, which is something that Salomon has in a lot of their footwear. So that's basically from the midsole. What it means is that basically from the midsole, it has a chassis that kind of cradles your foot, and then it has a design that kind of, once you're tied in, helps you kind of keep your foot in place, which is awesome. So it feels more like a hiking boot, although it's very, very, very light. If you have seen any hiking boots by Salomon, you can see that the sole is also pretty similar. So they say to what they know, which is really nice, because one of the compromises that I see with jungle boots is that they don't have that feeling of being a boot that you can go up mountains with, right? They're light, they're awesome, but I feel that I lack that feeling of actually something holding my foot in place, which Salomon does a great job doing that. You can see how easy they are to take off. So it has a fast lacing system like most military boots. The draining is fantastic. See how it has draining holes here in the inside of the foot, draining holes here, also on the outside of the foot. So that helps a lot with it. Also, something that is odd for Salomon is that for boots is that the insole comes off. Usually ortholite insole is built into the boot, not in this case. I think this is cool because it helps you dry them, right? You can take this off and it's easy to dry. In terms of how fast they dry, they're gonna be as fast drying as your sock. That's what it is, right? So I was wearing wool socks and they took forever to dry. Today I'm wearing these light socks and they're dry pretty much all the time. So it's really gonna come down to it. Textile is very, very resistant nylon, of course, and the rest, like I mentioned, is leather. Toe cap. One of the things that I also want to highlight as well is this is Lycra, right? This is stretch fabric, so it makes it, first of all, it's a gusseted tongue, so that way nothing comes in, but it also makes it super easy to just and you're good to go, right? So very, very simple on and off. So overall, I think it's a very solid boot. I really like them. Probably the one thing that it's not really a dislike, but something to consider is that it took me a while to break them in, right? They're very, very comfortable out of the box. They have a lot of arch support. This is leather, and it's very good quality leather. So it took me a little bit to break them in. That's the only thing. Like if you put them on right out of the box, they won't feel like home. You'll have to do some breaking in for this one. Especially like I said, because it has like all these features, all these chassis, so you have to somewhat break them in opposition to other jungle boots that is just leather and that's it, right? So not a big trade-off if you ask me. So this is the honest review for the Salomon Jungle Ultra boots. You can find them online in a lot of retailers. This color beluga, it's usually on sale. So yeah, I think so far this has been my favorite jungle boot. All right, so that's it. Leave your comments. What do you want to see next? Comment. Come visit Xmal. It's awesome. See you next time.